Hey guys, this is your girl Karen. I am back again, continuing another presentation for the Rehab Your Life 2020 Summit. We have been putting in some hours, y'all. We have some really good information again today. I have Miss Jessica Rowe with me. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up to the virtual stage after I tell you a little bit about her and tell you about her bio. So, Jessica Rowe is an author, speaker, and coach to aspiring entrepreneurs. She develops strategies to move aspiring entrepreneurs in directions that will empower them to overcome the fear, doubt, and procrastination of turning their business ideas into reality. Jessica's daily Facebook posts and videos encourage and empower individuals to utilize their gifts, talents, and skills to create a life that they want to live. Jessica's book, A New Level Mindset, has appeared in an article for Courageous Woman magazine. She talks about the three main benefits of her book that help aspiring entrepreneurs open their minds to greatness. Jessica has held speaking engagements with organizations such as Stanique, Worldwide Women Speakers, and Black Women Rock nationally. So, without any further ado, I am going to bring Miss Jessica Rowe to the stage. Hey,
Hey,
Jessica,
hi
how are
everybody.
you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you so much for making time available. I know we are in two different time zones, and so we had to get that coordinated, but I'm so excited about what you are going to be sharing with my audience. So I see your title scrolling across the bottom. It is the Survival Guide for Aspiring Entrepreneurs. So I know we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up your presentation for you. And then we can go ahead and you just let me know when you want me to scroll for you
Okay.
and go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here on Rehab Your Life with Miss Karen Malone. This is a great opportunity for us all to come together, network, talk about it, and talk it out. So I'm going to do my presentation on a survival guide for aspiring entrepreneurs because many people who are working a 9 to 5 now or in a career, they're looking to be their own boss. They no longer want to work for anyone else. So they want to start their own businesses. So I do still work a full-time job, 9 to 5, as an employee. But 4 years ago, I said, hey, I'm going to go for it and I'm going to start my own coaching business, helping other aspiring entrepreneurs like myself at the time to help them start turning their ideas into reality. So let's next slide to the good stuff. Okay, so I went to Baltimore. It changed my life. As you can see, I have my hands raised up in the air, and I was at a conference in Baltimore, again, all by myself. I didn't know anybody. I did not know any of those ladies in the room. I had to make a change for my life at that point in time because I was struggling. I had anxiety, depression. I went back to school, got my degree, thought I would be able to get, a better job than what I already had, but it wasn't working out. So I wasn't able to find the career path that I wanted. And I said, it had to be something else. So I love Facebook, scrolling on Facebook one day, and I saw this group, Healing Woman to Healing Nation. And I'm like, that's me. I'm a woman, of course, and I need to be healed because I was really going through it. And so when they said that they had their upcoming annual women's event, I was there. I have been in that group with those ladies for at least a year. So I only got to know them through the group, but it felt like family. It felt like home. And so I got there to the conference, as you can see, with my hands up. They asked who came the furthest, and me. I came from California. Everybody else was Jersey, New York, in the DMV area, but I came the furthest, and they snapped that photo of me. And so the next photo, which it shows me in, it says, I'm committed. I actually became an ambassador of Heal a Woman to Heal a Nation because I believed in everything that they did to help women overcome fears and doubts and just let women know they are worthy. They're worth more than just their jobs, that they don't have to be stuck at a job. And that led me to create something for aspiring entrepreneurs because at the time I couldn't find anything to help aspiring entrepreneurs. So I had to create my own, right? So next slide, please. So this is what I did. I became Jessica Rowe. I wrote the book, A New Level Mindset, because that is what I learned as I began to research and study entrepreneurship. You had to be on a different level of mind versus being an employee, going to a 9 to 5, logging in, logging out, asking for permission to go on vacation, to go to a doctor's appointment, things like that. As an entrepreneur, you're your own boss, right? You make your own schedule, and you can create a, a what is an abundant a business that can be helpful to not only yourself but for your family. But along the way, I learned, I'm like, okay, your mindset has to be different. You can no longer think the same. You have to come out of these limiting beliefs, self destruction, disempowering beliefs, because the only way you're going to move forward is if your mind is growing and just going in an upward pathway and not a downward, not the same as if you were an employee. You have to think like a boss. So that was at my book signing event, signing books, presenting the things that were in my books to an audience, and it was a great experience. So from that, I began to do coaching for people and help people get out of their fears, get out of their doubts, and stop the procrastination. And so the one thing that I found was that you need a growth mindset. So next slide, please. So the survival strategy you need to have to create a growth mindset is that you have to reset your mindset. So this is just a few of the things that you have to do. There's a little bit more, but these two, washing out negativity and imprinting positive beliefs, those are the number one things that you have to have as you decide to say, I'm gonna move away from this 9 to 5 and I'm going to start building my own empire, my own business, my own, stuff for myself. So you have to have a total, like you have to pivot. You really have to get out of where you used to be in those negative thinking, those disempowering beliefs. You have to get out of all that, and that's not easy. I know it's not easy because trust me, it took me a while to get there to understand and to really unlearn some of the things that I had learned. Not saying that those things were bad, it's just they were not serving me. They were not pushing me to the highest that I knew that I could be, that I saw others become. So you literally have to become, and the way you do that, you wash out the negativity. So if you have a negative thought about starting your business, or someone comes to you and starts to implant negativity in your business, in your mind, about you starting a business, saying, oh, that's never going to work, you work a full-time job, you have kids, you're married, you have all these responsibilities, how are you going to start a business? And see, that automatically can kill your whole dream if you allow that stuff to sit in within you, not just from other people, from yourself. Because when you hear from other people, you start saying it to yourself, like maybe they're right. Maybe I can do this. Maybe this is not possible for me. Now I'm married. I have kids. Like I said, I work a full-time job and I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. So and as soon as that negativity hits, I want you to stop. Just like you driving a car and you come to a red light, you stop. You just stop it right there. Stop the negativity. And what you start to do is to imprint positive beliefs, saying to yourself, listen, I can do this. I can find the time. I can make the time. because the business that I want to start is important to me. You have to start saying positive things, positive affirmations, even writing it down. Remember in school when we have to write the spelling words 5 times each until we was able to spell the word. So look at affirmations or anything that helps you become positive or empowering. If you have to write that down 5 times a day, whatever it is, do that, because that having a growth mind, that is how you have a growth mindset, and that's how you start the mindset reset. Because as you start building and growing in your business, you're going to need that. You can't allow any negative thing that somebody says about what you're doing to stop you. Now, be open to constructive criticism. Be open to advice and taking people's opinion and kind of using it or not using it. But you cannot just stop and don't do anything and let what somebody say or what the negative things that you're saying to yourself. And that's something that you want to like be mindful of. Like, how am I speaking to myself? How am I speaking over myself? Am I putting a positive beliefs in myself so I can start building my business? So that's survival strategy number one, mindset reset. So the next slide, please. So we have survival strategy two. So let's say, hey, you mastered not allowing negative thoughts come into your mind. You master not allowing negative people, jealous people, get you down. And you're saying, hey, I'm going to start this business. So let's say it's a food truck. Food trucks are very popular. I love food. I love food trucks. So that's like one of the things that came to my head. So you're going to have to start holding yourself accountable. Because remember, at the job, you already had that stuff set. You know what to do. You know how to clock in, clock out, and who to go to, who not to go to when things come up. With this, you're going to have to go to you, at first. So that means you have to start doing research on whatever it is your business is. And Google is your friend, YouTube is your friend, so many things that you can start doing the research about your business and getting more insight into it. So I said, okay, productivity calendar. You need to have that to help you hold yourself accountable. So if I'm wanting to open this food truck, I need to start doing the research, seeing if there's workshops or conferences or a group that I can join that can help me to start getting the information that I need. Start plugging that stuff in on your calendar. So if you find something, let's say there's a workshop on how to start your food truck, put the date in there, put the time in there, and go, go to it. That's how you hold yourself accountable, and that's how you start to make progress. And that is a part of you having an open and growth mindset, because you're doing something that you probably haven't done before. You're getting out there and you learning more and more about your business. So put it on your calendar. And so let's say you go to the workshop, and at the workshop they give you all kinds of paperwork, advice, suggestions, and things that you need to do. And so for the food truck, you need your licenses, you need all types of stuff. You need the food, you need to create a menu, you need to have all that stuff down. So what you do is put that on your calendar and start scheduling yourself. So if you could go to the next slide, I have a little like kind of like schedule right there. Okay, so let's say you want to start, you need to get your menu together. And so your menu consists of a whole lot of foods that you have to put on there. But remember, you're working a full-time job, you have the kids, the hubby, or you have other responsibilities. You have to hold yourself accountable and make time. So for me, my times I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. because I get off work at 5:30, and this is when I'm in California, so my job, I'm online now, but before I had to be in traffic 5:30. I didn't get home till about 6. So I got home, got some rest, and 7 o'clock on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I started doing things that I needed to do for my business. So the case in point is that food menu. You need to come up with your food menus, your selections, and your choices Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 9. Take a 15 to 20-minute break in between, no unnecessary interruptions, and give notice. Let people know. Say, hey, y'all know I've been talking about starting my business. In this case, my food truck business. I've gone to a workshop. I've got some good information. And one of the things I'm going to do is start making a menu, a couple of menus for the food truck. Now I know in between, you got to get the licenses and things like that, but this is just an example of how to hold yourself accountable after you started with that growth mindset and you've been able to wash out all that negativity. So give notice, no interruptions from 7 to 9 p.m. Work only on the food menu. Don't answer calls. Don't work on anything else pertaining to that. Work on the food menu and get that done on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays as much as possible. Because I know emergencies happen, things come up. So if you can't do it Monday, you can't do it Wednesday, you can do it Friday, maybe Saturday and Sunday. You still want to get the days down and start getting this stuff out, scheduling yourself and focus and hold yourself accountable. Okay. So next slide, please. So, survival strategy 3, you need a support system. Now, I know in the beginning it sounds like I was talking about, it sounds like you were doing everything on your own. You can't do everything on your own, so you have to get with an authentic, a true support system consistent of people that are going to help you keep that growth mindset, keep that open mindset, a mentor, a coach, someone you can talk to when you are not just, you're not feeling it, you're not having a good day, things are not going right with this, and seeking wise counsel, the same as the coach, as a mentor. But like minds, aligning with them can also consist of people in Facebook groups. There are people on Instagram. And how about some of those people, if per se went to that workshop regarding the food truck? Get numbers, get information from people and link with them. There's more to this when you're starting your business and you're trying to survive this thing of um, entrepreneurship. But these are the top three. Open mindset, holding yourself accountable, and having a support system. This is like a basis, it's like a foundation for you to start, right? And so they help you to keep growing and keep moving further within your business, and that way you can start surviving. So if something does happen and you have to check out from working on your business for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or sometimes even a month, because things happen, you have these strategies, you have these skills that you can always refer back to and go back to and start back, just start back and keep going with it within your business. So those are it. Those are only three strategies. So on the next slide is my contact information. So I am on Facebook, my Facebook business page, A New Level Mindset. You can hit me up on Instagram, New Level Mindset. That's an underscore at the end. Or you can just simply send me an email at newlevelmind@gmail.com. Right now, I'm giving out free 20-minute sessions where we can go over some things to see where you are and where you need to go. And from there, we can create what I call a clarity plan, and we can get all the clarity and direction and everything you need going with a 4-week coaching session. And we can get you well on your way from coming out of that 9 to 5 and to starting your business.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
I am so thankful to you for sharing your expertise and giving those strategies and steps. I know that it's going to help a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs because there's a lot of people that's out there that's trying to start businesses or write books and things of that
Yeah,
nature. And you were on point with all of your key points that you made because you have to have a support system. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable and you have to do the work, do the research, and figure out what it is that you need. And a lot of times people get stuck. They,
yeah,
they get somebody in their ear, like you said, that starts with that negative Nancy. Oh, how you going to work when you got how you going to start a business when you got a full-time job? So thank you so much for highlighting those points. I know that it's going to be valuable information. I know that you also have some resources that are going to be available in the resource link.
yeah.
And so once again, this is Miss Jessica Rowe, the Survival Guide for Aspiring Entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, Miss Jessica.
Thank you, Karen.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.